Kirtan. Now, while we continue with Kirtan, let's stand in our places and dance for a while.
ओ लीला शाह जी के प्यारे हैं, भक्तों की आंखों के तारे हैं। ओ लीला शाह जी के प्यारे हैं, भक्तों की आंखों के तारे हैं। हम बापू जी के बापू जी हमारे हैं, हम बापू जी हमारे हैं। 1 2 3 4 बापू जी की जय जयकार, 5 6 7 8 बापू जी हमारे साथ। 1 2 3 4 बापू जी की जय जयकार, 5 6 7 8 बापू जी हमारे साथ। माँ महंगी बाजी के प्यारे हैं, हाऊ मल जी के दुलारे हैं। माँ महंगी बाजी के प्यारे हैं, हाऊ मल जी के दुलारे हैं। हम बापू जी के बापू जी हमारे हैं, हम बापू जी हमारे हैं। 1 2 3 4 बापू जी की जय जयकार, 5 6 7 8 बापू जी हमारे साथ। 1 2 3 4 बापू जी की जय जयकार, 5 6 7 8 बापू जी हमारे साथ।
Everyone, please take your seats and chant Hari Om together.
Hari Children, now we will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita is very useful not for any particular religion, caste of individual, but for all human beings of any country, etc. While describing the glory of Gita in Varapuran, God Himself has said that I follow the three worlds only with the help of the knowledge of Gita. It is said that anyone who reads even a little bit of Gita every day starts getting amazing benefits. The 7th chapter of Gita is related to Gyan-Vigyan Yoga, Pitramukti and Moksha. It is mentioned in Garuda Puran that the donations made for Shrimad during Pitra Paksh are received by the ancestors. These donations, one should read the Mahatmya of the 7th chapter of Srimad Gita and then recite entire chapter. This provides satisfaction to the ancestors and freedom from Pitradosh. Children, today's story is also on the same topic. So let us listen to the significance of the 7th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Lord Shiva says, Parvati, now let me explain you the significance of the 7th chapter. In a city called Pataliputra, there lived a Brahman named Shankukarna. He earned a lot of money through his profession as a businessman, but whatever he earned, he kept for himself, neither offering anything to his ancestors, nor worshipping the gods, and not helping the poor and needy. He kept all the money for his comfort and became greedy day by day. Once the Brahman traveled with his sons and relatives to solemnize his 4th marriage. While he was sleeping at midnight under a tree, a snake came from nowhere and bit his arm, and within a few moments the Brahman died. Since he thought about money day and night while death approached him, his mind was bound by greed of money. Therefore, after dying, he became a snake and started protecting his buried wealth by creating a snake hill near it. One day, the father, suffering from various kinds of tortures as a snake, appeared in their son's dream and told them about the wealth he had hidden. Next day morning, the sons shared their dream with each other. Among them, the middle son, who was very close to his father, decided to find out the truth about the dream. As the night dawned, he came out of the house and started digging the snake hill where his snake father lived. As soon as the snake inside the snake hill heard the sounds outside, he came outside and said, "O fool, who are you? Why have you come? Why are you digging holes here?" The son said, "Father, I am your middle son. Curious about the dream I saw last night, I have come here to collect the gold." Then the snake laughed and said, "If you are my son, then free me from bondage quickly. I was born in a snake's womb because of the greed for wealth I had buried in my previous birth." The son said, "Father, how will you be freed?" Father said, "Son, apart from the 7th chapter of Gita, even pilgrimage, charity, penance, and yajna are not capable of liberating me. Only the 7th chapter of Gita can remove the sufferings of living beings like me. So son, on the day of my Shrimad, recite the 7th chapter of Gita, feed the Brahman who recites it with devotion. This will liberate me." Hearing the words of their father in the snake's body, all the sons decided to relieve their father from this present birth of a snake. As the sons recited the holy chapter of Gita with aim of liberating their father, Shankukarna was freed from the cycle of birth and death. He left his snake body and assumed a divine body and handed over all the wealth to his sons. The sons were very happy with the wealth that their father has distributed in crores of rupees to them. Their minds were engaged in religion and dharma. So they used that money for charity, constructing sources of water, doing yajnas, constructing temples, and also a granary. Thereafter, they all attained salvation by continuously chanting the 7th chapter. O Parvati, I told you the greatness of the 7th chapter, by mere listening to which man becomes free from all the pitfalls. So you see, children, from this story, we get the lesson that if we do not do good deeds in life, then we will suffer from our sins, and even after death, we have to suffer by taking birth as lowly creatures. Recitation of 7th chapter of Gita has great significance, and by offering its virtues, the deceased even in the lowest state attains salvation. Therefore, during Shraddha Paksh, you should recite the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita to liberate your ancestors and offer the merits of chanting it to your ancestors.
Informative questions. How many types of devotees are there? In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains in the 7th chapter that there are 4 types of devotees. Artha Bhakta, distressed devotee, a devotee who is in distress, suffering, facing difficulties, and calls upon God with a sense of urgency and need. For example, Draupadi, when she was in great distress during the disrobing incident, called out to Lord Krishna. Similarly, when the elephant was caught by a crocodile, it also seeks refuge in Lord Narayan. Such devotees who turn to God in times of distress are called Arthapakt, Artharti Bhakt, seeker of material gain, a devotee who seeks material wealth, prosperity, or worldly gains through their devotion to God. For instance, Dhruva performed severe penance to attain a kingdom, and he not only achieved a kingdom but also obtained devotion to God. Sugriva and Vibhishana sought refuge in Lord Rama for their respective material gains. Jigyasupat, seeker of knowledge, a devotee who is curious and seeks spiritual knowledge and wisdom. They contemplate questions such as, who am I? Where did I come from? What is Brahma? How was the universe created? Where does the soul go after death? How can one attain liberation? Such seekers of truth and spiritual knowledge are known as Jigyasu Bhakts. Gyani Bhakt, realized devotee, a devotee who has attained self-realization and perceives God directly. They have a deep understanding of the divine truth and have a direct realization of the oneness of the soul. All these types of devotees are noble and dear to God. However, Gyani Bhakts who have realized the ultimate truth and are in constant communion with God are the highest among them. Quiz. Now it's time for the quiz competition in science and knowledge. You will be asked a question and there will be 4 options in the answer. You have to give the right answer in 10 seconds. The question is, who recited the first verse of the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita? The options are A. Lord Krishna, B. Arjuna, C. Sanjaya, D. Dhritarashtra. The correct answer to the question will be revealed at the end of the session.
Health tips. Vitamin B12 and other nutrition. Children, you must have heard the saying, more value for one's money. This saying is absolutely correct. The kernels that remain in the mango kernel are rich in nutrients. Vitamin B12, amino acids, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, calcium, magnesium, iron, and phosphorus are found in abundance in the mango kernel. Vegetarians are often at higher risk of vitamin B12 deficiency, due to which fatigue, weakness, and lethargy can happen. Numbness in hands and feet, loss of eyesight, and other symptoms can be seen. In comparison to allopathy medicines, by consuming the kernels of the mango kernels by the Ayurvedic method, the deficiency of vitamin B12 along with other nutrients in the body can be removed. How to eat mango kernels? You can eat after roasting the flesh and then taking it out from the kernels. Mango can be eaten by roasting it in pieces. Mixing the flour of raw flesh from the kernel with wheat, barley, maize, etc. can be eaten by making roti, pudding, etc. While cooking lentils and vegetables, you can eat raw by adding pieces and cooking them.
Homework. During the Pitru Paksha, ancestral fortnight, all the children will recite chapter 7 of the Bhagavad Gita for the sake of their forefathers. For those who have passed away due to untimely deaths, succumbed to COVID-19, or sacrificed their bodies in the service of the nation, we will collectively recite this chapter for their spiritual well-being. On the day of Pitru Paksha Amavasya, collective ancestral rituals are performed at a nearby ashram. Encourage all the elders in your home to participate in the collective ancestral rituals at the ashram for the salvation of our forefathers. Additionally, children should offer daily rituals during the Pitru Paksha, feed cows with roti, provide grains to birds, and offer breads to dogs. Quiz! Get ready for the quiz. Why is human birth considered superior to births in other species? What type of human is considered the best among humans? In the story, how did the Brahmin end up in the snake's body? How did the Brahmin attain liberation from the snake's body? What should one do on the day of Amavasya, new moon? In how many ways is the material nature of God formed? What is the conscious nature of God referred to as? How many types of devotees are there? Which type of devotee is considered to be the very form of God?
Prayer time.
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmam Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
O Lord, lead us from falsehood to truth, from darkness to light, and from mortality to immortality. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. With this, today's Sanskar Kendra concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om! The correct answer to the knowledge quiz question is D. Dhritarashtra. In the first verse of the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Dhritarashtra inquires from Sanjaya, O Sanjaya, assembled in the holy land of Kurukshetra and desiring to fight, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do?